We'll have today's starting lineups and our senior day ceremony in just a few minutes. First, a couple of reminders. NCAA football is the umbrella organization unifying all NCAA collegiate football playing institutions. The NCAA, the nation's football coaches, collegiate commissioners, and the nation's athletic directors, as well as other collegiate sports organizations, have joined together as one force to improve, preserve, and promote the game of college football for those who play the game, those who coach the game, and those who support the game. NCAA football would like to thank you, the fans, for attending today's game. A reminder, fans, today marks Senior Day, so please get to your seats early. In just a few short minutes, we will be honoring a special group of student athletes who have made a lasting impression on the Engineers football program. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we direct your attention to the field as we are set to start our Senior Day festivities. This afternoon, the Rensselaer Athletic Department would like to honor 26 seniors who have all made a positive and indelible impression on the Engineers football program. This group has been part of bowl victories, helped set school records, and has constantly displayed a positive attitude and strong sportsmanship. We will celebrate this group in numerical order today, beginning with a wide receiver from the Bronx, New York. Number 1, welcome R.J. Encarnacion. Next, a running back from Rochester, New York. Number 2, Clyde Davis Jr. A defensive back from Riverhead, New York. Number 5, Cassius Johnson. A defensive back from Dameron, Maryland. Number 6, Cortez Garrett. A punter from California, Maryland. Number 7, Andy Burke. A wide receiver from Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 8, Paisley Nicholson. Next, a defensive back from Fort Salonga, New York. Number 10, John Borkowski. A defensive back from Norton, Massachusetts. Number 15, Thomas Mulvaney. A linebacker from Mesquite, Texas. Number 18, Ceylon Terlange. A kicker from Munster, Indiana. Number 19, Alex Merrick. Next is a running back from Fort Edward, New York. Number 29, Joshua Ahrens. A kicker from West Palm Beach, Florida. Number 35, Hayden Gray. An offensive lineman from Baldwinsville, New York. Number 63, Michael Wolniak. A defensive lineman from Springfield, Pennsylvania. Number 66, Ethan Johnson. An offensive lineman from Port Jervis, New York. Number 72, Nick Ciroli. An offensive lineman from Manorville, New York. Number 75, J.T. Morello. An offensive lineman from Oceanside, New York. Number 79, Chris Iaquinta. A receiver from Hamilton, New York. Number 80, Zach LaFrance. A defensive lineman from Kennesaw, Georgia. Number 88, Nick Guerrier. A defensive lineman from Clifton Park, New York. Number 96, Scott Dockett. A defensive lineman from Hyde Park, New York. Number 98, Phil Okafor. Student manager from South Lyon, Michigan, Grant Roslinski. Student manager from Vancouver, Washington, Lance Struck. Student manager from Sarasota, Florida, Blake Lecter. And a linebacker and captain from Tacoma, Washington, number 11, Miles Lafferty. A quarterback and captain from Carmel, New York, number 15, Anthony DiMatteo. Gentlemen, on behalf of the RPI Athletic Department, congratulations on all your athletic success. Good luck in all your future endeavors. Let's have one more round of applause for the senior class.
minutes to go.
Rensselaer is proud to announce we are a tobacco-free campus, so we ask you to join us in supporting our neighbors by not using tobacco products in all Institute facilities and outdoor areas. And we thank you for respecting our tobacco-free campus environment. Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, the Liberty League, and the NCAA Football Rules Committee promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, discriminatory behavior around sexual orientation and gender identity, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site and, if needed, additional disciplinary action. Also, a reminder that consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products is prohibited.
either here or there. You might be, yeah, that's Robin Sanders. You know, I got mixed up on the rows because they were sitting there.
Open your eyes! How's it going, right? You went too far. Here, I'll take the sweatshirt for now. Thank you, Al. Now you're going up top. Change your mind.
Everybody's gonna take it. You're right next to the step. Yeah. You're right here, Dylan. You're good. You're good.
I think you're
Bonnie just sitting wherever you're good.
You got my sunglasses? Looks like we're going down to 50. Yeah. So, yeah, normally this is like season ticket. I don't know. I didn't know. There's I don't know. What? These are our seats. 4 seats. I mean, they could probably put that.
Now let's take a moment to introduce the offensive starters for the visitors from Ithaca College. At quarterback, number 11, Mike Reed. The running back, number 20, Chris Scully. At wide receiver, number 13, Luke Sudo. Number 9, Nicholas Lang. And number 14, Tian Murray. The tight end, number 25, Brendan Stapleton. At left tackle, 68, Jimmy Mullavey. At left guard, number 77, Devin Perry. The center is number 67, Gavin Lundqvist. The right guard, 56, Dan Pauletti. The right tackle is number 71, Andrew Onasian.
There we go, too. Yeah. So they're like
The officials for today's game, the referee is Calvin Brown, umpire Robert Murray, head linesman Jeff Januszewski, line judge Kevin Sharp, side judge is Brendan Evans, field judge is James Quantz, and the back judge Ben Baberud.
got popcorn blowing down on you.
I know.
It's like a wind tunnel right here.
Is the dog here?
No.
It's a big dog, but Heather would stand up there and sit down popcorn.
Once again, let's introduce the 2025 RPI senior class. Number 1 is RJ Encarnacion. Number 2, Clyde Davis Jr. Number 5, Cassius Johnson. Number 6 is Cortez Garrett. Number 7, Andy Burke. Number 8, Paisley Nicholson. Number 10, John Borkowski. Number 15, Thomas Mulvaney. Number 18, Silent Terradelange. Number 19, Alex Merrick. Number 29, Joshua Aarons. Number 35 is Hayden Gray. Number 63, Michael Wolniak. Number 66, Ethan Johnson. Number 72, Nick Sorelli. Number 75, JT Morello. Number 79 is Chris Iaquinto. Number 80, Zach LaFrance. Number 88, Nick Gurrier. Number 96 is Scott Dockett. 98 is Phil Okafor. Number 11, Miles Lafferty, and number 15 is Anthony DiMatteo. The Engineers are led by head coach Ralph Isernia. Please welcome the Engineers. The officials have called the captains from both teams to midfield for the coin toss.
And we're going to have to limit those mistakes and hopefully keep the pressure on them and
Ithaca, you're the
force
visiting
them
team. What's your
into
call?
taking
Call is
making
tails.
mistakes, either with a busted coverage or
It is heads.
a missed assignment or missed tackles and stuff like
RPI
that.
is one to toss. He likes to receive.
Obviously, it's probably the simplest answer, and maybe not something that people want to hear. It's not as in depth, but that's really what the game of football comes down to is minimizing those things and then taking advantage of the opportunities that you have when they present themselves.
Okay, good luck against Ithaca, Coach.
All right, thank you, Karen.
And we are live here at the East Campus Stadium. They just had the coin toss at the 50-yard line. RPI won the toss. They elected to defer their selection. Oh, no, they elected to take the ball, pardon me. RPI won the toss. They will take the ball to start out today's game. And now we're going to have the national anthem here at the East Campus Stadium.
Remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem of the United States of America by the RPI Pep Band.
Before we get started with today's action, we would like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of engineer football, hockey, and baseball. Also, WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org, and you can pick up our broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As long as we're sending something out over the air, we'll provide it for you on that feed. That is WRPI.org. The clock is hitting the noon hour very shortly, and that's a good time to remind you this is WRPI Troy with engineer football from the East Campus Stadium in Troy, New York. Kurt Studd on the call for you today. Ithaca coming in 6-2 overall, 5-1 in the Liberty League. They lost 2 weeks ago against Union. 3 seconds left. Union kicked the field goal to go up 17-14 on the ensuing kickoff. Ithaca ended up taking a safety as they tried to lateral their way downfield. That didn't work and made it a 19-14 final. But that's the one loss for Ithaca in the league. RPI coming in 7-1 overall, 5-0 in the Liberty League. If they win out, they are going to the NCAA tournament. If they lose today, we'll get into all the permutations here. If they lose today, they could be eliminated, or it could come down to next week. He was outside the end zone, then had to take it 10, 15, and Johnson's going to be down right around the 17-yard line. So good kick and kick coverage by Ithaca to start out today's game. RPI coming off a 48-0 win over St. Lawrence last week. For Ithaca, they righted the ship. They played Buffalo State last week with a 49-7 victory, getting back in the win column after that loss against Union. The other loss for Ithaca is Johns Hopkins at the beginning of the season, a top 5 team. So they've taken two losses against 2 good teams. Let's put it that way, to be 6-2 right now. RPI 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line to start out today's game. Engineers with 3 wideouts. You got a man in the slot, 1 running back, and DiMatteo drops back. He's going to throw over the middle. That's complete to Encarnacion, and he's to the 20, though. Only a gain of about 3. As RPI starts out in the air. Nope, that's not Encarnacion. That is actually Ihui on the reception for RPI. So Ihui picks up about 3 yards. RPI's out to the 20-yard line. No score here, just underway in Troy. Second down and 7 for RPI. It is partly sunny, partly cloudy. I'm not sure what the distinction is between those two terms here in Troy. Low 50s. We're not expecting any bad weather. They were talking about rain earlier today. It didn't, or at least it didn't when I was outside. And I didn't see any wet ground, so we're expecting no weather difficulties here. Slight breeze right now at the East Campus Stadium. Second down and 7 for RPI. Handoff goes to White. White's trying to find a lane. He does. He's out to the 30, 35, to the 40. White to the 50. He's got one D-back to get past. He does. He's to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and White is in for the touchdown. White goes 80 yards on RPI's second play from scrimmage to put the Engineers up 6-0 here in Troy. It looked like at the beginning of that play that White was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. He went kind of straight ahead, and then he got missed. Somebody missed a hit on him, and that allowed him to get free. Didn't catch the number, but there was one man in the backfield who didn't get to him. Merrick out for the extra point. He puts it up and through. We have 13:52 to go. First quarter, RPI gets the ball first, they strike first, and they've got a 7-0 lead on Ithaca. Again, that was White, 80 yards on the run, and that was a second down and 7 play. Ithaca coming in, only allowing 13.1 points per game on average through 8 games. Michael Turper is the head coach for the Ithaca Bombers. Ralph Iserny, the head coach for the RPI Engineers. Overall, this series, 10 games played between these two teams ever. They are tied. Each team has 5 wins going into today's action. As Gray tees the ball up for RPI at the 35-yard line. Anthony Mestre is listed as the kick returner for Ithaca. And he has to go off his hands at the 2-yard line, has to pick it up. He's to the 5, 10, and gets stopped at about the 12-yard line. They'll call it the 13. They'll come in at the 13. So Ithaca's going to start out at the 13-yard line for their first possession of the game. He had trouble handling the ball at about the 2-yard line, lost control of it, and then had to pick it up. So that delayed his start on the kick return, and he makes it out to the 13-yard line. Ithaca has 2 quarterbacks that have seen action a lot today, Mike Reed and Matt Parker. Reed is listed as the starter on the 2 deep, as Ithaca has it 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Good crowd of the Ithaca faithful on the far side. They're going to keep it on the ground to start out today's game, and they'll rush it up to about the 24-yard line as Chris Scully, the leading rusher for Ithaca, takes ball on first down. Scully coming in with 525 yards on 113 attempts. That's a 4.6 average and 5 touchdowns. They'll call it a gain of 5 on first down. Second down, Reed wants to throw. He's going downfield, looking for Lang. Lang, does he make the catch? No, does not make the catch. Lang had to go dive for it away from us towards the far sideline, and he got it caught between his legs, but there was an official right behind him who said it hit the ground, and Lang did not make an argument there. So Ithaca now looking at a 3rd and 5 as Lang goes to the sidelines. Ithaca's going to line up with a tight end on the right, 2 receivers close to the line on the left, 1 on the right, and a running back. And pass is in the flat, complete to Scully at the running back position, and he's going to get forced out of bounds at the 19. And that'll be short, well short. That's the line of scrimmage, actually, right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be short, and Ithaca will send out the punt team as they're looking at 4th and about 4. So Ithaca's first possession expected to end in a punt here. RPI with a 7-0 lead. Swanger, who returned a punt for a touchdown twice this year. Last week he did it against St. Lawrence. He is back awaiting this kick. Caleb Wandell, low snap, gets the ball away. Gets the kick away, bounces at the 46. RPI is not going to return this. They'll just let it roll around, and it will be stopped at the RPI 43. So we have 12:17 left to go here. First quarter in Troy. RPI with the 7-0 lead, and they'll start out at their own 43-yard line. If RPI wins today, next weekend's game, RPI versus Union, is for the Liberty League title. That is the simplest result that could come out of today. An RPI win, doesn't matter what Union does today in that case. Next week's game will be for the Liberty League Championship, the auto bid, technically, at that point. RPI on first down, gives to White. He's going to go left, finds a hole. White's through to the secondary, and White's going to get tackled at the 34 on Ithaca side of the field. So only 3 plays from scrimmage for RPI, 1 3-yard pass completion, and a White 80-yard run, and now this one, which gets RPI onto Ithaca side of the field at the 34-yard line, and that'll be a first down for RPI. 11:50 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 RPI on top of Ithaca. Single receivers each side. You've got a slot man. That's Young. Now he's going to move up to the line as a tight end on the left. Slot receiver on the right. DiMatteo out of the shotgun. And the give is to White. White trips up. He actually tripped up on his own feet, or the turf, playing on the artificial stuff here in RPI. And he's down to 38. So RPI was at the 34 for that line of scrimmage, and now back to the 38. So that's a loss of 4 on that play. Second and 14 for the Engineers. This is a 4 wideout formation, 3 on the right. White in the backfield. DiMatteo drops back to pass under pressure and gets rid of it to White. He catches it and picks up 3 yards to the 35. There were 4 people after DiMatteo on that. He had to get rid of the ball fast. So RPI now in a 3rd down and 12. RPI's offense. Anthony DiMatteo is the cornerback. Caden White is the running back. Paisley Nicholson, Nate Ihui, and Gage Swanger are the wide receivers. Josh Young is the tight end. 3rd down and 12. Ball at the 36-yard line. DiMatteo rolls out to his right. Keeps rolling, keeps rolling. Now he's going to run with it, and he's going to get tackled. He's going to get hit, and he'll get tackled at about the 33. So that was Ryan Burns on the stop there for Ithaca. It's 4th down and 10 right now for RPI. Offense is staying out there at the moment. Nicholas Cirilli, Ryan Shaner, JT Morello, Henry Frayne, and Eamon Centrella are the offensive line for RPI. 4th down, officially 9 for RPI at the 33-yard line. Offense is remaining on the field right now. Too far for a kick. Too close to punt, so the offense stays out there on 4th and 9. 4 wideout formation, and RPI went early. Yeah, the receivers on the near side I could see moving before the ball got snapped. So that's a false start against RPI. Calvin Brown is the referee for today's game.
5-yard penalty, still 4th
Gives
down.
us the first call. That's a false start against RPI, and now back for a 4th and 14, pardon me, 4th and 14. RPI is going to send out the punt team. So there's Anderson Burke out there to punt. I think that's Marcus Boyle back for Ithaca to get this. He's standing at his 10-yard line, which is pretty much where you stand. If it's behind you, let it go. If it's in front of you, do something with it. The kick is up, high kick, goes towards the sidelines. Wow, that was well out of bounds on the sidelines. This kick is not going to get RPI a whole lot here. It'll be at the 19-yard line. So the ball was at the 38 to the 19. That's a net 19. 7-0 RPI leads. 8:58 to go. First quarter. Ithaca with their 2nd possession of the game, starting at their own 19-yard line. First down. This is going to be a run by Reed. Reed's got room on the left. He's going to get a first down, and he'll get tackled after he gets to the 35. He'll have him down at the 36-yard line. So Reed and Parker both have played QB for Ithaca. Reed is the runner of these two. He had 300 yards coming into today's game with a 6.0 average. That was on 50 rush attempts and 7 touchdowns. Parker throws more than Reed, and Parker has significantly fewer rushing yards. Scully takes this on first down for Ithaca, and Scully's out to the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 for the Bombers. Bombers looking at their running game going here at the East Campus Stadium. Jimmy Malavy, Devin Perry, Gavin Lindquist, Daniel Paletti, and Andrew Onagian, are the line up front for the Ithaca Bombers. Brendan Stapleton is the tight end. Luke Sudol, Nicholas Lang, and Tian Murray are the wide receivers. Second down, this is going to be a keeper by Reed. Goes to the right, and his forward progress probably got him out to the 42-yard line for a gain of 2, and then he gets pushed back by the RPI defense. And it'll be a third down and about 4 for Ithaca after that play. Michael Reed is the quarterback, and Chris Scully is the running back. That is the Ithaca Bomber offense, the starting offense for today's game. So Reed with the keeper gets Ithaca, to the 42-yard line, and it'll be a third down and 4 for the Bombers. Ithaca going left to right, RPI right to left across your radio dial in this first quarter. The sun is shining. It's not even behind the clouds for anything right now. Handoff goes to Scully. Scully straight ahead, and I think his extra effort getting over Garrett, trying to tackle him, gets him a first down, and it does. He just makes it to the 46-yard line, and that'll be a first down for Ithaca. So Cortez Garrett was on the tackle there, but Scully was just able to get enough momentum, enough push off from his feet as he was being tackled to get the extra yard and a first down. 6:55 to go here in the first quarter. RPI 7-0, leading Ithaca. Ithaca's second possession of the game. 3 wide out formation. Ithaca's going to have a tight end on the right. Well, they're going to have a slot man on the right. Now they'll have man in motion, and the give is to Scully, and he's going to go straight ahead into the pile, and he's lucky if he gets half a yard on that. Know if they replace Scully? Mestry in there at running back right now for Ithaca. So they have substituted out. As Ithaca's going to show a 4 wide out formation now on second down. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Mestry did on that carry. So it'll be second down and 10 for Ithaca. Reed looks to throw. Pass over the middle. That's complete. It was caught by Lang at the 50, and he was almost immediately tackled. I think Garrett was on the tackle there for, nope, that was Johnson. Johnson came in on the tackle for RPI. Pickup of 4, right on the 50-yard line. Ithaca has the ball. It'll be third down and 6 for the Bombers. They'll have 2 wide receivers on each side, 1 running back. Reed out of the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's going to run with it. Goes to the left. He's got the first down. Reed's into some clearing, and now he's going to get caught from behind, and Reed is down to the 27. So Reed on the keeper. Reed's the one who runs. Parker is the one who's more apt to throw. Reed's in there now. He gets down to the RPI 27, and that'll be a first down for Ithaca. Yeah, nobody touched him until it got past the 30-yard line. Scully on first down tries to go to the right, and he's going to get caught. So he loses 3 on the play, never got outside as he tried to run right on that play. Scully did, never got outside, and that's going to back Ithaca up 3 yards. Yeah, for RPI, that was Connolly on the tackle, getting behind the line of scrimmage. So a tackle for the loss for Connolly. 4.5 to go here. First quarter, RPI up 7-0 on Ithaca. Second down and 13 from the 30-yard line for the Bombers. 3 wide receivers. Tight end on the right. Reed doesn't see anything downfield. He's going to get sacked. Reed is sacked back at the 40-yard line. Ran into a little trouble because his own lineman kind of was blocking the way as he tried to make a turn. That was Malavy. Jimmy Malavy was kind of in the way as he was trying to, as Reed was trying to move out of there, and that gave the defense a little extra in order to get back and get the sack. And he's back to the 39-yard line. So the line to gain is the 17. So this is a 3rd down and 22 for Ithaca. And I think if you can get some if you can get some yards here, you can keep the offense out and make this a 4th-down situation. Reed's back to pass on 4th down. He sees nothing. He starts to run with it, goes towards the sidelines, and he dances out of bounds at the 31. So Reed's out at the 31. What does Ithaca do? Are they sending out the punt team or the kick team? The wind is in their favor right now. The wind is blowing in that direction, which is kind of to the south towards the gymnasium. And this is going to be a kick attempt. Caleb Wandell is going to come out and try a field goal. Tyler Wolf will be the holder. This is on the right hash. This is a 48-yard attempt from the right hash with the wind. Snap. Ball hit. Trouble getting the ball down. The kick is up. It will not be any good. Won't be any good. That's a miss on the field goal attempt. Wolf holding the ball had his back to us. So it was difficult to see exactly what happened on the hold there, but I could tell that he had trouble. When the ball was snapped, yes, the ball was in the air. He didn't catch it cleanly, and it dropped to the ground. And so then he had to go down and try to position it, and that made it much more difficult. And it ends up in a missed field goal for Ithaca. We have 2:51 to go here. Quarter number 1. RPI leading 7-0. And they've got the ball at their own 31-yard line. 3rd possession for RPI today. Damadio out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. They got a slot man and White in the backfield. Damadio doesn't see anything downfield. Now he's going to throw, and that's incomplete. He's looking for Swanger right around the 1st down marker. He was well covered, and it goes incomplete. Ithaca Bomber defense. The line up front, John Ramsey, Ryan Riley, Aiden Perry, and Chris Clacks. The linebackers are Ryan Burns and Henry Takas. The cornerbacks are Marcus Boyle and Cam Paquette. And the safeties are Marvin Simias, Joe Spira, and Sam Taranjo. That is your Ithaca Bomber defense. They're out there right now, RPI's 3rd possession. Engineers with a 2nd and 10 from the 31. The give is to White, tries to run straight ahead, can't find a hole really, and he got about a yard before the defense just pushed him back. Never found a hole. There was never a hole there for him to work through. So he gets 1 yard, and this will be a 3rd down and 9. Game is starting out tight, and I don't think anybody expected anything different. 2 teams that have been stingy on defense this year. I mentioned Ithaca through 8 games averaging 13.1 points allowed. RPI is averaging 14.3 points allowed. So 3rd down and 9 for RPI. 4 wide out formation. Damadio's looking over the middle. He's got to be, and that's complete. Not a 1st down, though. Goes to Grant to the 39. RPI needed to make it to the 41. So Grant on the crossing pattern gets the completion, but it's 2 yards short of a 1st down, and RPI will be sending out the punt team. So 4th down. Burke is out to kick. Mestre is back at his own 22, awaiting the kick. It's booted. Mestre takes that to 24, avoids a hit to the 25, to the 30, towards the sideline, 35, 40, 45, and pushed out of bounds around the 50. If they put him out, they'll put him out at the 49-yard line. This was a net 12 for RPI on that kick. The kick was good. The coverage wasn't there for RPI. So Ithaca 1st and 10 at their own 49, trailing 7-0 here, 1:04 to go 1st quarter. First down, handoff goes to Scully, and he's going to get smothered near the line of scrimmage. There were about 5 engineers in that grouping when he finally got stopped at the 49-yard line. So no gain for Scully on first down. RPI defense. Gianluca Santarelli, TJ Chadwick, Patrick O'Keefe, and Silent Terrelong are the line up front for RPI. Second down here for Ithaca. Reed is scanning the field, throws, and it goes through the receiver's hands. That was a dangerous one. There were 2 DBs behind him. It falls incomplete, but that could have easily been an interception had they been positioned slightly differently. Lang was the intended receiver on that. Matt Krauser, Nicholas Rossi, and PJ Pockness are the linebackers for RPI. Cornerbacks are Cassius Johnson and Thomas Mulvaney, and the defensive backs are Luke Lavello and Aiden Beckenhuis. Third down and 10 for Ithaca at the 49 on their own side of the field. 4 wide out formation. Reed is back to throw. Reed has a man. That is complete. That'll be a first down to about the 34-yard line. I think Tian Murray on the reception. Yes, that is Murray. Murray gets it at the 34. That'll be a first down for Ithaca. Tackled immediately, but the chains move on 3rd and 10. That should be the last play of the first quarter here in Troy, and actually a pretty quick moving first quarter. That'll do it.
It's the end of the first quarter.
The clock has stopped. And after 1 quarter of play, RPI with the 7-0 lead on Ithaca. So I was talking about the playoff possibilities. If RPI wins today, Ithaca's eliminated, and the game against Union next week becomes the championship of the Liberty League, regardless of what Union does today against Rochester. In fact, Union's game against Rochester does not matter for Union in terms of the league championship. If they lose today, they still have to win next week against RPI. No matter what Union does, they must beat RPI next week to win the championship. If Ithaca beats RPI today, and this is where the Union game comes into play, Rochester were to beat Union today, RPI would be eliminated. And then if Union wins next week, they're the champions. If they don't, Ithaca gets it. The more convoluted situation is if Union wins today and Ithaca wins today, that means all 3 teams are still in the mix for next week. And there's the potential for a 3-way tie if RPI were to beat Union. And if that were to happen, Ithaca beats RPI, Union beats Rochester, and then RPI beats Union. Union, RPI, and Ithaca would all be 6-1. If that would happen, the Cortica Jug game would decide the championship, because if Ithaca wins that, they would be champions. If Ithaca loses that, RPI would be champions. So a 3-way tie gets decided in the Cortica Jug game. We're underway here in the second quarter. Handoff goes to Scully on first down. He's going to drag a couple of people with him, and he's going to make it down to the 29-yard line from the 34. That'll be a gain of 5. So we're just underway in the second quarter. It's Ithaca going right to left, RPI left to right across your radio dial in this second quarter of play. 7-0, RPI is on top here at the East Campus Stadium. And again, the weather is, you can't ask for better for a November game in Troy. Low 50s and sunny. Reed out of the shotgun on second down. Gives to Scully. He avoids a tackle, and he's going to get close to a first down. If you heard Coach Izernia's interview I did with him before the game, his keys to winning this were avoid the misses. And right there was a miss. That was a missed tackle in the backfield. Instead, it's 3rd and 1 instead of 3rd and long. So, yes. So there was an opportunity to get him in the backfield. Didn't, and now it's going to be 3rd and 1 for Ithaca. To give it to Scully, he's got the first down and breaks another tackle and gets down to the 19-yard line. So Ithaca will be inside the red zone for the first time today. So 1st and 10 for the Bombers at the 19-yard line. Reed in a QB for Ithaca. We have not seen Parker yet. I would be surprised if he doesn't play at some point. Tight end on the left. Wide receiver on the left, 2 on the right. They're going to give to Scully. Scully's going to go straight ahead, and he's going to get down to the 16 for a gain of a couple of yards. Ithaca moving up on the rushing yards tally. Live stats is a few plays behind. At the moment, it's 103 yards rushing for RPI. Ithaca's got 55, but remember, out of that 103 for RPI, 80 were on the touchdown run. That has RPI up 7-0 right now. So that was one play for 80 and all the other plays for 23. Reed fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right on second down pass. That is complete, short of a first down. It's complete to Watson, Ryan Watson on the reception. He gets down to the 13, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 4. Ithaca in their, I guess, road whites. I like the Ithaca College uniforms. I say that home or road. I like them. I like it's a very simple design. It's aesthetically very pleasing and old school. I really like Ithaca's uniforms, especially the stripe down the pants. This will make it 3rd down and 4 for Ithaca at the 13-yard line. RPI's in their home black uniforms with white and red trim. Timeout, Ithaca.
Timeout, Ithaca.
Right as they were moving personnel around
Ithaca,
the
they're
sideline,
first of the half.
they are going to take a timeout and talk this one over. Exactly 12 minutes left on the clock here in the first half in Troy. RPI with the 7-0 lead. That was off White's 80-yard touchdown run, just a minute 8 into the game, in the second place in scrimmage for RPI. And Merrick with the kick to complete the extra point made it 7-0. I mentioned the series is tied at 5 all after 10 games played between these two teams. First game was in 1946, and that was basically a one-off. They played that year. They didn't play again until the NCAA tournament in 2001. Ithaca won that, and then 2003, RPI won that game. And then they started playing regularly when Ithaca joined the Liberty League. While they've been in the league, in the Liberty League, RPI's got a 4-3 advantage in the series. Ithaca's with 3rd and 4 at the 13-yard line. And this is the keeper by Reed. He goes straight ahead. He's getting pushed, and he's inside the 10, but how far inside the 10? I don't think he made it to the 9. I think he's in between the 10 and the 9. And it would make this 4th down and very short for Ithaca. Yes, he is short. So the offense is going to stay out there for Ithaca. Call it 4th and half a yard, just inside the 10-yard line. Scully's in the backfield. Reed, the quarterback, he can run, Scully can run. Give us to Scully, he's got the first down. Somebody lost his helmet also. Helmet goes flying, that's an RPI player. So he has to go off the field for a play, but Scully gets the first down down to the 7-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal, Ithaca.
59 for the defense. First down.
So the referee, Calvin Brown, just announced that 59 for the defense for RPI. That is Simmons, Cooper Simmons, has to go off for one play because he lost his helmet. Ithaca first and goal from the 7. 11:05 to go here. First half, RPI up 7-0. Reed is looking into the corner, and does he have a man? Yes, he does. That is complete in the corner to Lang, and Ithaca pulls to within 1. Wandell will come out to try the extra point. Ithaca looking to tie this one up. Oh, no, it's Rice, pardon me. Rice is out there. Rice's kick is up, and Rice's kick is good. So Andrew Rice with the extra point. He has actually kicked 7 extra points this year, well, now 8. And he's 8 for 8 on the year. So Rice in for the extra point is good. Lang with the 7-yard touchdown reception. And we are tied at 7-all here in Troy. That was the 3rd possession for Ithaca. Started out their own 49, set up by the good punt return by Mestry. Picked up about 25 yards on that punt return. That set up Ithaca in much better field position, so they had half a field to work for, and they got it, and they've tied the game at 7. Now, I believe this is Luke Savino. Yep, Luke Savino out to kick off for Ithaca. Wind is kind of blowing in different directions. The flag's going all over the place. I would say he's got going slightly against the wind. Doesn't matter much. Kicks it low, hits it up, man, and an RPI covers it. I don't know if he meant to hit that or if it accidentally hit his arm, but RPI will take it at their own 43-yard line. Not bad field position. If it was a mistake, it was a good mistake. RPI's total offense 107 today, but again, 80 on the touchdown run. So 80 on one play, 27 on all the other plays. This is RPI's 4th possession today. RPI starting out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Mario out of the shotgun. 2 slot receivers, 1 each side, 2 wide receivers, 1 each side. Handoff goes to White, trying to find a hole, and he's going to get a bunch of yards. He's going to make it out to the 48. He's going to pick up 5. Didn't look that good, but the line kept pushing forward. The RPI offensive line kept pushing forward to give him at least room to try to maneuver, and he picks up 5 out to the 48-yard line. Yeah, it was finally the one unblocked person who slowed him up. Everybody else ended up getting blocked, but then a linebacker came in unblocked, and that was the one who ended up stopping White. 2nd down, pump fake to the left. Now throw over to Young. That's complete. He's on into the side of the field. Young is down to the 37. Simius, Marvin Simius on the tackle for Ithaca. He was the coverage man on him, but Young is down to the 37-yard line of Ithaca, and that's an RPI 1st down. We're under 10 to go here in this first half, tied at 7 in Troy.
Give me another 5 here, okay? Let's go.
1st and 10, RPI to Ithaca 37. Only 1 receiver spread out. He's to the left. Everybody else is tight to the right. Now Young's going to go in motion to the left. And the handoff goes to White. White's got a hole. He's straight ahead past the 35. He's going to get out to about the 32-yard line. So a pickup of 5 for RPI on 1st down. Again, a good Ithaca crowd on the opposite side, on the stands on the opposite side. Last few games RPI's played, there were St. Lawrence and Hilbert. There were stands only on one side of the field. Now back home, stands on the other side of the field. Good crowd here for RPI, too, on the near side. I'm sure some Ithaca fans are on this side because that's where the amenities are. White goes in motion as RPI is now looking at 2nd and 5. Pass that is complete. Yeah, that's complete to Ihui, right near the marker. He got pushed back. I think he's a little bit short. Yeah, he'll be about half a yard short. Didn't quite make it to the 32. Forward progress is around the 33. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 for RPI. RPI quickly to the line. Handoff to White. He's got the 1st down, and as White's going to move forward, gets hit and falls to the 24-yard line, but RPI is going to move the chains for another 1st down.
1st and 10, RPI.
Ball's at 24-yard line for RPI. 1st and 10. As there's 8:18 to go here in the first half. We are tied at 7. RPI now spreads everybody out. 3 wide receivers. Young, the tight end, is actually lined up as a slot receiver. And I believe that is Garung is in the backfield. DiMatteo looks to throw on 1st down. He's going to find Garung at the 25, and he's going to get pulled down, and he's not going to get ahead. Taranjo grabbed him right after he got the ball, and it's going to be a no-gainer. RPI, they're going to mark him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain for RPI there on 1st down. So RPI now with a 2nd down and 10. Looking over to the sidelines to get the play. Three receivers well to the left. Ball's on the right hash. They're well to the left, and then 2 receivers in the slot. This is going to be a pitch to Garong, and this play is not going to work. Ithaca sniffed that one out, and that's going to be a no-gainer again as RPI is stopped at the line of scrimmage. So that'll make a 3rd down and 10 for RPI. Yahui is the lone receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Young in the slot, Garring in the backfield. DiMatteo takes the snap. Everybody's out for the throw. That's incomplete. He was looking for White around the 15-yard line. Missed him, and also, fortunately for RPI, missed the defender who was behind him, and it falls incomplete. So RPI with a 4th and 10 at the 24. They are sending out the kick team. DiMatteo is the holder. Merrick will kick. This is a 41-yard attempt from the right hash. He's a right-footed kicker. Snap, ball's down, kick is up. The kick is good.
The kick is good.
41-yard field goal by Merrick, and RPI takes the lead, 10-7. So a kick with the wind for RPI. Well, the wind helps out.
Fans, don't forget, stop by the 50-50 table. First shot, support your RPI football team.
Great job, Alex!
Merrick's stats going into today's game. He was 11 for 12 on field goals, longest 41. He just kicked another one of those. He's also 34 for 37 on extra points. He's the only place kicker that RPI has used in terms of kicking for points. Gray, who's coming out to kick off, does the kickoffs for RPI. Gray's got the ball teed up. Boots it away. Taken at the 5 and fought off. That's the best way to describe that. He picks it up now, and Mestre is going to be out. Mestre's out at the 22. He couldn't have lost it in the sun. He's not looking at the sun. He had trouble handling this. It's almost like he put his arms up to try to make sure the ball didn't hit him, and it went loose. He was able to recover, and he makes it out to the 22-yard line. So it looked uglier. It's not going to look like that on the stat sheet. And Ithaca starts out their own 22. Reed still in the QB for Ithaca. And this is going to go to the left. Lang out to the 27-yard line for the Bombers.
Stop.
So Ithaca staying on the ground on 1st down. They'll pick up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Ithaca at the 27-yard line. Under 6 to play here in the first half. 10-7, RPI is on top. We got a 4 wide receiver formation. Scully on the ground, weaves his way through, and he's close to a 1st down. Scully gets just a little bit short. They're checking where the marker is. It'll be a 3rd down and extremely short for Ithaca. Just outside their own 32-yard line. Ithaca went 51 yards on their last drive for the TD. Reed keeps this one, and he's going to get a 1st down. Reed on the keeper makes it to the 33, and that'll be a 1st down for Ithaca. Under 5 to play first half. RPI 10, Ithaca 7. Bombers, this is their 4th possession. Three receivers to the right. Tight end is on the left. Reed fakes the handoff. Now he's going to roll right. Throws, and that is incomplete. I think the receiver, are they saying complete? They're talking right now. I didn't think the receiver got a foot down. Now they're going to say incomplete.
On the field was an incomplete pass. Second down.
I thought he caught it, but didn't get a foot down before he was knocked out of bounds. Looking at the replay right now. Okay, there was a foot that was close, but now I can't tell. I couldn't tell from the replay where that foot was versus when he had the ball. It's going to be called incomplete regardless. There's no instant replay here. This is an incomplete pass. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Ithaca at the 33-yard line. Reed to throw on 2nd down. Goes to the far side. He finds Lang, and Lang is out of bounds beyond the 1st down marker. It just gets about half a yard beyond that, and that'll be another 1st down for Ithaca. Ball to the 44. It'll be a 2nd down and, or pardon me, 1st down and 10. They're a little behind on the live stats. The live stats are just at the start of the 2nd quarter, so I can't give you any updated stats right now. Reed's going to make a throw. That is complete. Gets it to Watson at the 49. He's immediately tackled by Garrett. Picks up 5 yards for Ithaca. We're at, what is it, 12:43, and there's 3:45 left to go in this 1st half. This is a very fast-moving half so far.
Let's go!
Not a lot of incomplete passes, a lot of running, a lot of rushing in this game. 3 wideouts to the far side. Ithaca, they'll go to the ground on this one. Penalba is out there for Ithaca. He's got a 1st down, makes it to the sidelines, forced out of bounds by Garrett. But Penalba on the carry gets Ithaca into RPI side of the field at the 36. If I'm not mistaken, Penalba is from Troy. Went to Troy High. So Ithaca 1st and 10 at the 36. Penalba takes the ball once again. This time he's going to get caught, and his forward progress only gets him a yard to the 35. So under 3 to play in this 1st half. Ithaca gets the ball to start out the 2nd half, so they're looking for the double dip here. They're looking to get down, score, go to the locker room, come back out, and maybe get another score. But first they have to complete the first part of that. And right now they're at the 35 for a 2nd down and 9. Ithaca with 2 timeouts left, 2.5 to go in the half. Right out formation. Reed drops back, scanning the field, doesn't see anything, and dishes it off. We've got a flag on the play. He shovel passed it ahead. Penalba was the intended receiver. The ball was incomplete, but I don't know what the flag is. Calvin Brown, the referee, will tell us now. Nope, neither team's moving in either direction. So the head linesman was talking to Ralph Izernia, signaling a decline here. And we're still waiting for the call. Flag still on the field. The referee threw the flag. And even the crowd right now is getting a little antsy at this one.
Holding. Offense number 65. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
All right, so it's a holding call against Ithaca. That seemed to take a lot more time than it should have. It's declined. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for Ithaca at the 35. 2:20 to go in the half. And now the officials are having a conference. Now the umpire is talking to the referee. Okay, ball's going to be back at the 40. So they're going to say Reed was down before he shuffled the ball ahead. So that's what's happening here. So that's why RPI declined, because they'd rather take the loss of yards on the play than give Ithaca another down. So it's 3rd and 14 at the 40-yard line. Reed to throw on 3rd and 14. Under pressure, rolls to his right, throws it up to nobody, and it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down for Ithaca at the 40-yard line. And there's a flag on the play on the near side, away from the play. Play rolls to the far side. Flag is on the near side, so let's have another discussion.
No foul on the play for an eligible downfield player. The quarterback was legally grounding the ball. 4th down.
I don't know what he said, but it's 4th down. And the PA announcer said the penalty was denied. I'm not sure what that means either. It's 4th down and 14 at the 40, and Ithaca is putting the punt team out. So Wendell is back. He'll kick it, and this will go into the end zone for a touchback. RPI will take this at the 20. We have exactly 2 to go here in the first half. It is now the 2-minute timeout in Troy. 10-7, RPI is on top of Ithaca. Again, if Ithaca loses today, they're eliminated from the NCAA tournament. If RPI loses and Union loses,
this is a 2-minute timeout
today, RPI is eliminated. If RPI loses and Union wins today, all 3 teams, Ithaca, Union, and RPI, are still in the hunt for the Liberty League, the auto bid to the NCAA tournament next week. Unlikely any Liberty League team will get an at-large bid. The RPI is the highest ranked right now, and they are on the outside looking in if they don't get an auto bid. And people have to lose. Ithaca, RPI, somebody's losing this game. Union, RPI next week, somebody's losing that game. So the teams, there are still losses to take. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to, from the Liberty League, crawl into the area where there would be space, where they would be pulling at-large bids. Cover that in halftime. As the 2-minute timeout is over with, RPI with the ball, up 10-7 with 2 minutes to go. RPI's got 3 timeouts here to work with. And again, Ithaca will get the ball to start out the second half. It's a close one here in Troy. This is the first close game coming up on halftime that RPI's played since they played Brockport in week 3. RPI is going to the ground on 1st down, and this is going to be about 3 yards. That's White with a rush to the right side for about 3 yards. As Ithaca right now is not stopping the clock, and RPI is not super rushing, as they want to see how this plays out. Down to 1:35 to go in the half. Looking downfield, throw, that is complete. That'll be a 1st down for RPI out to about the 37, 38-yard line. Encarnacion on the reception from DiMatteo. So RPI's got a 1st down out to the 37. Now they've got 1:25 on the clock. 3 timeouts and a little bit more, some more yards out here. See what RPI can do with this. 4 wideout formation now for the Engineers. Up 10-7. DiMatteo throws. He completes in the field of play on the far side and forward progress out to the 44. And RPI is going to take a timeout with 1:09 to go.
Timeout.
So Nicholson on the
RPI,
reception for RPI.
First and a half.
And RPI takes their first timeout of the first half. 1:09 to go on the clock. 10-7, RPI leads. Trying to make something happen here. Live stats are still behind. So I don't have any up-to-date stats for you in terms of this game. If you're RPI, Ithaca has held its opposition to 20 points or fewer in 7 straight games. And again, they're averaging only allowing 14 or 13.1 points per game. So I'm not saying RPI is not going to exceed that. I'm saying that it's a defense that points are going to be tough to come by in all likelihood. And it has been so far. Only 10 up there for RPI. Second down and 3, RPI at their own 44. Four wide receivers. Young goes in motion. Looking downfield, throw. That is complete to Young. Young steps out of bounds at the 49, and that'll stop the clock. So DiMatteo with the pass to Young to the 49. That is also a first down for RPI. 1:04 left to go in this first half. RPI with the first and 10 at their own 49. RPI generally close to the line right now. White leaves the backfield before the snap. Throw, that is complete. Is it? Yes, that is complete. Nicholson. He's down to the 42. Not a first down, but close to it. Oh, no, Young, pardon me, 9, not 8. Young on the reception for RPI. So second down and 1. Clock still running. 43 seconds left to go in the half. DiMatteo throws. It's tipped up and incomplete. It was knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Chris Clacks got a hand on that and knocked it down. Well, not the line of scrimmage, right in front of DiMatteo. That'll make it third and short for RPI. 37.9 seconds left on the clock now in the first half. RPI with the third and short. Three wide receivers. Young is a slot receiver. And looked like RPI was going to snap the ball, but they opt not to. 10 seconds left on the play clock here in Troy. DiMatteo takes the snap. Starts to run with the ball. He's going to run. He's to the 40. He's got the first down. Runs out of bounds at the 36. That will stop the clock. 31.6 seconds left in the half, as RPI has a new set of downs at the 36 of Ithaca. RPI moving their receivers around. Encarnacion is now on the left. Grant and Nicholson are on the right. DiMatteo takes the snap, throws one up, looking for Nicholson, and that is incomplete. There's a lot of pushing between those two players. Ralph Izerni is racing down the sideline. He wants to call, and he's not going to get it. They were jostling, I'm not getting that word out correctly, jostling back and forth as they went downfield. And it goes incomplete, and there will be no call on the play. So it's second down for RPI, 25.1 seconds left in the first half. They have a second down and 10 at the Ithaca 36. RPI up by 3 as the first half is winding down. Four wide receivers out there for RPI. Nobody in the backfield with DiMatteo. He pump fakes to his right, looking downfield. He's going to get hit, and he'll get sacked back at the 40. And RPI is calling a timeout with 17.2 seconds left. That leaves RPI with 1 timeout left in this half.
Timeout, RPI,
Is back
the second and a half.
That really takes them out of field goal range. That's the line of scrimmage. That's a 57-yard attempt from there. So the second of 3 timeouts RPI has just used as they're trying to get some points on the board before they go in for halftime. Today's scoring was White, an 80-yard run from the second play from scrimmage for RPI. Lang with a reception. That was 7 yards in the second quarter. Reed to Lang for 7 yards to tie it. The extra points were good on both sides. And RPI is in the lead with a 41-yard field goal by Merrick with 6:33 to go in the half. Now we've got 17.2 seconds left. RPI out for a 3rd and 14 at the 40-yard line. Still one timeout in the pocket for RPI. Seven on the line for Ithaca, 4 back. Donadio fakes the handoff, looks to throw, has some time, throws it, and overthrows Encarnacion on the near side. So that's incomplete. RPI has a 4th down. Do you try it? There's 14.9 seconds left. I think RPI is thinking that it's too far for Merrick. So RPI is going to keep the offense out there. 14.9 seconds left, 4th down and 14. If you just get some yards here down to the 30, Ithaca doesn't have a whole lot of time left to do anything. So, and RPI is going to take a timeout and talk it over.
Timeout.
So that's the last
RPI.
timeout for
They're
RPI here in the
3rd and
first
final
half.
at half.
So they're out of timeouts. There's a shade under 15 seconds left. If you don't get a 1st down, but you get some yards, Ithaca's, as long as you don't turn it over here, if you don't get a 1st down, Ithaca's got very little time left and a long field. If you get the 1st down and you don't get out of bounds, you need to get up to the line to spike the ball to try a kick at that point, which is why not taking a timeout in this circumstance would have been good, because you would have had that timeout. The offense goes to the line, they run their play, you've got that timeout. If you get the 1st down, then you can just stop the clock then and then go out and kick it. Now you may have to run up and spike it if you don't get out of bounds. Clock will stop on the movement of the chains, but that's not a lot of time there. So RPI's last timeout is over with, as they will head back to the line of scrimmage. Offense is staying out there. 4th and 14 at the 40. White will be the running back. You've got 2 wideouts on each side for RPI in this 4th and 14 play. RPI up by 3. Donadio takes the snap. Looks downfield. It's only a 3-man rush. He's got some room to maneuver. Now he's going to throw it, and Encarnacion is wide open at the 10. Oh, he crossed the ball. Lost the ball. He never had possession near the 10-yard line. He was open, and he just didn't hold on to the ball, and it goes incomplete, and RPI turns it on downs, over on downs with 4.2 seconds left. Looking at the replay right now. Oh, that's a great defensive play right there. I didn't see that. The defender came in right as he caught the ball. He had it briefly, didn't make a football move or anything, and he got knocked out by the defender. Great defensive move right there. I thought he had lost it before the defender hit him. He didn't. The defender knocked it out of him. So Ithaca has it at the 40-yard line. Reed's looking to throw, and might be the last play of the half. Throws into triple coverage. That's incomplete. We have no flags on the field.
This is the end of the first half.
That'll be it for the first half here in Troy. 10-7, RPI leads, and that's how they'll go into the locker room. I think this result right now is really not a big surprise for anybody. I think I talked to Coach Izerni after we did the interview. He expected this was going to be a tight one. This is going to be a tough one. And I don't think anybody is really surprised that they're going into the locker room with only a 3-point difference between these two teams. And again, both teams have been stingy on defense this year. It's not a surprise that points have been tough to come by for both squads. So everybody's heading off into the locker room. Time for us to take a break here at the East Campus Stadium, as we'll run down what's going on in Liberty League football and some of the national outlook for you during halftime. here at the East Campus Stadium. There's a discussion going on. I think the Ithaca coaches are out talking to the referee right now. I'm not sure what that discussion's about, but getting a few words in. Clock has started. The referee's like, okay, I'm going to head out now. I think he's looking to end the conversation, but very emphatic. The Ithaca coaches are very emphatic right now about what's going on and want to continue this conversation. We're going to take a break, though. So the score here after one half in Troy, it is RPI 10 and Ithaca 7, and you're listening to live coverage of Engineer football on 91.5 FM WRPI Troy.
What? Like meet you for real? I don't even really know.
Please welcome the RPI dance team.
The other coach get out there and started jawing with the referee.
During the game.
Right to come out.
Yeah, this is playing the field. Absolutely. But they were doing it early. Right there. Was they out there like jawing?
I don't think they're done.
Huh?
I don't think they're done. They'll be yelling again.
I don't either. And it's going to trickle down to the players. And then, you know.
Well, then the players are going to
They're
start
going to get
saying
fired up.
stuff.
Yeah, they're going to get chippy out there.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you. Last weekend, Sandy and I were like, I think there's going to be a fight on that field. That's how I think I told you.
The RPI dance team. And now, fans, please welcome the RPI cheer team. The RPI cheer team. Now please welcome the RPI Pep Band and join them in singing of the alma mater. RPI Athletic Department would like to take a moment to celebrate the seniors of the RPI Pep Band. Congratulations to Mason Wong, Veronica Nowak, Michael Liga, Joel Walensky, Maura Cronin, Devin Ellison, Edward Piontek, Katie Titus, Skylar Long, Colin Pace, Karsten Schwartz, Felicia Lai, Rebecca Saper, Cameron Arner, and Edward Repar. All congratulations to all the seniors of the Pep Band. If you're looking to take a cruise or all-inclusive vacation, maybe you just want to get away, Yankee Trails is the Capital Region's premier travel agency and motor coach tour provider. They specialize in group travel and are also available for all your group transportation needs. For more information, call 518-286-2400 or visit online at yankeetrails.com. Kickoff for RPI. Ball is returned from the 11. 24 yards to the Ithaca 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bombers. Second pass is complete to Scully to the 40-yard line. 4-yard gain. It's third down. Correction. 5-yard gain. Third down and 4 from the Ithaca 41. Returned from the 20 to the 30. Flag on the play. Offside penalty against RPI moves the ball to the Ithaca 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bombers. Number 11, Mike Reed. It's a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. At the 44-yard line. It's a loss of 3. 3rd down and 11. at the 40-yard line. Loss back to the 39-yard line. It's 4th and 16. Punt by number 8, Parker. Rolls inside the 20. RPI takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. White on the carry. It's a gain of 10 on the play to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, RPI.
Stuffy.
Oh, thank you. You missed it.
Matteo's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 14, Robbie Peterson. 2nd down and 10.
You. I want you.
Matteo's pass is intercepted by Marcus Boyle. Ithaca takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Reed's pass is complete. Gain is to the Ithaca 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Is incomplete, intended for number 9, Lang. 2nd down and 10. 20, Scully on the carry. Gain of 6. Third down and 4. Reed's pass is complete to number 9, Nicholas Lang. Gain is to the RPI 12-yard line, 1st and 10, Ithaca. Reed on the carry. Second down and 10 for Ithaca.
Ithaca keeping everybody bunched in tight right now at the line of scrimmage. The receivers are all bunched together on the right. Scully is the running back for Reed. We haven't seen Parker today. Reed, pass, that is complete, and they're only a first down.
Pass is complete.
Near the original.
To number 14, Murray.
Where these drives, where these series of downs started out.
Loss of 3 on the play.
We're going to say he's trying to
third down and 13. Kicking team to attempt a field goal to tie this one up. The 46, Andrew Rice, into attempt.
So this is a 32-yard attempt. That is Rice out there from the left half. He's a right-footed kicker. Snap, ball's down, flag out, kick up. Kick is good.
Kick is good, but flag on the play.
Are we tied at 10 or are we something else? And the penalties against RPI, Ithaca is declining the penalty. They'll keep the points. So we are tied at 10 here in Troy. So if you heard that the defense lined up in front of the snapper, not allowed to do that, has to be off to the side.
32-yard field goal.
5 yards would not have given Ithaca the first down, so they opted to take the points, and we are tied at
With 6:34 remaining in the third quarter, the score, RPI 10, Ithaca 10. Events. For more information
Points
about
hard to
men's
come
and
by
women's
today.
Division I hockey,
Here at the East
please
Campus
contact
Stadium.
Houston Fieldhouse at 518-276-6262 or box
Ithaca made it down
office
to the
at
15-yard line on that
rpi.edu.
drive. Out of 7 drives, I have them on RPI side of the field, ending their drive on RPI side of the field 3 times. And 2 of those were scores. Touchdown and a field goal. Union's opening up their lead, 14-3 now. They lead Rochester with about 3:26 to go in the third quarter.
39, Savino will kick off for Ithaca.
And St. Lawrence defeated Buffalo State 24-19. A little windy here as the ball's been blown off the tee a couple of times. And so Ithaca will get somebody out to hold. The other score, Hobart leads Hilbert 35-6 in the third quarter. Kick is away. It will go to Johnson at the 6-yard line. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Cassius Johnson on the return to the RPI 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Engineers.
RPI, one previous possession this half, intercepted. It was a deep interception, but nonetheless an interception. Boyle on that interception, by the way. I wasn't sure who had it. It was Boyle. First down, RPI. Trickery here. Huey has the ball, and he's going to rush up, and he's going to get it out to the 48-yard line.
Huey on the carry. It's a gain of 6 to the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 4.
RPI tied here. 2nd down and 4. Two receivers on the left. Man in the slot on the left and one receiver on the right. RPI is going to the ground. White has a hole. He's got the first down. Gets through and he's going to get stopped by a Bombers.
White on the carry.
45-yard line. But that'll be a first down for RPI.
To the Ithaca 45-yard line. 1st and 10 RPI.
The chains move. They're gotten the live stats pretty much close to up to date. With 6:25 to go in the third quarter, which right now we're at about 5:15. Total yards are 205 for Ithaca and 204 for RPI, and the score is tied at 10. About as even as it's going to get. 1st and 10 RPI, the Ithaca 45. We're coming up on 5 to play third quarter, tied at 10. And handoff goes to White, doesn't see anything straight ahead, goes out to the left, and he's
White on the carry to the 41-yard line, a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Tarango on the stop for Ithaca. RPI looking to the sidelines for the next play. They'll have 2 receivers each side. White is the running back right now. DiMatteo out of the shotgun. He's going to throw, and that is complete to Huey, and he gets hit right away.
Pass is complete to Huey outside the 40-yard line.
Paquette was the person there with the initial hit that didn't let Huey get free. It's close to a first down, though. Or is it really a first down? It is a first down. I thought
First down RPI, 1st and 10 for the Engineers.
Well, okay then. 1st and 10 RPI to 35-yard line. And up goes to White. He's going to go left.
Right on the carry.
He picks up 8. We have 3:40 to go here.
To the 27-yard line.
Quarter number 3.
2nd down
and 10.
and 2.
RPI versus Ithaca from the East Campus Stadium. Handoff goes to White again. Coming delays. Now he's going to run with it. And
right on the carry.
25. That's going to be a first down. He's down to about the 22-yard line. So it'll be a first down. 23 they'll call it. First down for RPI at the 23.
Gain is to the Ithaca 23-yard line. 1st and 10, RPI.
RPI with the 1st and 10. How many? That's probably their 11th first down. Yes, they just updated the live stats. That's the 11th first down for RPI today versus 13 for Ithaca. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Nixon goes in motion. Matteo. Slides down.
Matteo on the carry.
He's going to say the slide started at the 19. He gets 4 and change on that run.
19-yard line. Gain of
so RPI
4 on
started
the
this
play.
drive
2nd
at
down
the 42.
and 6.
They're now down to the 19 of Ithaca. It's about 4 minutes and change gone by here on this drive. Second and 6 at the 19 for RPI. Again, this is another formation where most everybody's close to the line except for one wide receiver. And it's going to be a handoff. And now it's Garon taking the carry. He's going to be stopped by Spira at around the 18. Only about a pickup of 1 as Garon is in there at running back for RPI. Now RPI's got about a 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Now they spread it out. Gehring in the backfield, 4 wideouts for RPI. RPI's offensive line doing a good job of protection so far today. Pass and deflect to Gehring. That's complete. He gets to the 15.
Pass is complete to 21 to the run.
He's out at the 1.
Down to the Ithaca 1-yard line. 1st and goal, RPI.
No, that's not a touchdown. Out of bounds at the 1. They're a little early on that. RPI 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Tied at 10, minute to go here, 3rd quarter. RPI brings in, there'll be 3 in the backfield along with DiMatteo. And now he goes in motion, direct snap to White. White straight ahead,
Touchdown, RPI! 1-yard touchdown run by Caden White. Alex Merrick into an attempt to point after touchdown.
So that was DiMatteo in the backfield with 3 running backs. When DiMatteo left the backfield, went in motion, it was a direct snap to White. Merrick out to try the extra point. Snap, spots down, keeps it up, and the kick is
good. 45.6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The score, RPI 17, Ithaca 10. Winning number in today's 50-50 drawing is 471 0482. 471 0482.
RPI has never trailed in today's game.
ECAV Center.
Last time RPI trailed was Buffalo State game. With Buffalo State on the first drive, first play from scrimmage, I believe, got an 80-yard touchdown. I think it's the last time RPI has trailed. Up by 7 here against Ithaca. Union and Rochester is 14-3. Union over Rochester going into the 4th quarter. That's also a fast-moving game. So, is Mestre not out there on kickoffs? He may not be. That may be why Boyle is out there. I think Pinalba might be the other kick return man. This is taken by an up man at the 16-yard line. 20, 25, and 3. Gets it out to the 30-yard line.
The 30-yard line. I think it takes over 1st and 10.
Another score, Hobart against American International. It's now 14-3 American International in the second quarter. On the ground.
Number 14, Murray on the carry. Dropped for a loss of 2 on the play. Ithaca second and 12 at their own 28-yard line.
Total yards in today's game now, 256 for RPI, 205 for Ithaca. That's 6.24 average for RPI and a 4.27 average for the Bombers. Mostly on the ground. RPI 164 rushing yards, Ithaca 97. Passing yards are 94 for Ithaca, just 3 less. Reed is going to, on the keeper,
stop at the 30-yard line.
From first down.
Third down and 10. It's the end of the third quarter with the score. RPI 17, Ithaca 10.
RPI. That does it for the third quarter here in Troy. Ithaca tied it up on a Rice field goal, 32 yards, to make it 10-10, but then White with a 1-yard run with 46 seconds left in the third quarter, and Merritt's kick puts the score where we have it right now at 17-10. Again, RPI, a win today by RPI makes next week's Dutchman Shoes Trophy game the championship game in the Liberty League, regardless of the Union Rochester result. That will be the game for the auto bid. If RPI loses today, it gets more complicated. RPI could be eliminated if Rochester goes back. They're trailing by 11 with 12-17 to go out in Rochester. If not, it goes to next week and could end up in a 3-way tie. Union is easy. Union just has to win next week.
Once again, the winning number in the 50-50 drawing, 471-0482. 471-0482.
Ithaca needs to win today. We go to the fourth quarter. 7-10, RPI on top. Reed on third down, about 9. Now he's going to run for it. Rolls out to the right, keeps running, gets it. And he's down near the 40. I think we're going to mark him just short of the first down.
Reed on the carry, gain to the 39-yard line. Fourth
He
and
got
1.
in between the 39 and the
For
40.
Ithaca.
He's going to be just short of a first down. Going to have to go. The offense is staying out there. On fourth down. They don't give RPI much chance to change or anything. They just want to try to draw the guy outside. Maybe. Now Reed goes out and talks to the center. Now back into formation. If I were Reed, and they're going to snap the ball. Reed looks, passes, and that is That was Krause on the coverage on the far side. And this may be pass interference, and this may get Ithaca a first down. I was thinking Reed went up to talk to the center. That would be a perfect time just to go up, take the snap, and run it yourself forward.
Pass interference penalty against the Engineers. Places the ball in
I was
midfield,
going to
first
say,
and 10
it should be a spot foul, which it is. So the spot was the 50-yard line, but it's an automatic first down for Ithaca. So pass interference against RPI. Ithaca goes forward on fourth down. It works. The penalty, the play didn't, but the penalty did. That's what matters. And Ithaca has it first and 10 right on the 50-yard line, trailing by 7. Reed, 4-man rush, has time, gets away from the pressure, rolling out to his left. He can't find a way to throw this ball, and he's just going to run out of bounds at 46.
Reed on the carry.
So he picks up
To
4 on the play.
RPI 46-yard line. Gain of 4, second down and 6.
And RPI, with the pass interference call, again, gave Ithaca a first down. They did that previously on the punt when they lined up in the neutral zone. That didn't damage their cause earlier in the game, but we'll see how this one goes. As Ithaca picks up 4 yards on that first down play. It'll be second down and 6 for Ithaca at the RPI 46-yard line. 3 wideouts, 2 in the backfield. And this is a backwards pass to Scully. Scully has a wide open man for the throw, and that's it. Lang is in for the TD. That's a to Lang, and Ithaca pulls to within 1.
Chris Scully, touchdown pass to number 9.
I don't have Scully
Nicholas
throwing a pass
Lang.
so far this year. My stat sheet does not have him
46-yard
with any
touchdown
attempts.
pass.
So he makes good on his first one this season, and Ithaca's pulled to within 1. Rice coming out to try
Andrew Rice into attempt the
the
point
extra
after.
point. Snap, ball's down, the kick is up. Kick is good.
That's
We're
the point
tied at
attempt is good.
17 with
13:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. Score, RPI 17, Ithaca 17.
So after a tough time scoring, the last 3 possessions have resulted in scores.
That's all you, ref! That's a referee touchdown right there!
And again, that was Scully to Lang for 46 yards on that play. It was clearly a backwards pass, not even a question about how many yards it went back. It was about 4 or 5 yards it went backwards. Savino out for the kickoff. It's booted high. And out of bounds.
The kick is out of bounds. Flag on the play.
So RPI will be taking over at 35. We have better
Kickoff out of
audio with the
bounds.
referee.
The ball will be placed at the RPI 35-yard line.
As
First
RPI
and 10
still
for
has
the
not trailed in
Engineers.
today's game, but now they are tied, and Ithaca has scored on their last 2 possessions. The 32-yard field goal by Rice and the 46-yard pass from Scully to Lang. First and 10 RPI to 35-yard line, own side of the field. Hand off to White. Look right, goes left, goes right, and finds some room. And
Zero Caden White on the carry. It's a gain of 9 on the play.
Paquette and Simius out there on the tackle for Ithaca.
Second down and 1.
So it'll be second down and 1 now for RPI at the 44-yard line. Offenses are moving the ball a little bit more smoothly now. A defensive first half. Same amount of points in both halves, 17. But I felt more defensive in the first half, and we still have 12 and a half minutes to go here in the second half. White with the second down carry, and he's not going to get a first
White
down.
on the carry. No gain on the play.
Ramsey caught him from behind at the 44, so no gain.
Third down and 1 at the RPI 44-yard line.
Ithaca D trying for a stop here, get the ball back, see if they can get into a lead. They have not led. RPI stays on the ground. This should be a first down.
White on the carry.
1-yard line, just barely. White with the carry. Just gets enough across
Across the
line to gain
45-yard
a little
line.
bit more.
First and
it's
10
out to the
RPI.
46, and it'll be an RPI first down. We have 11:50 to go here in quarter number 4. RPI and Ithaca tied at 17 at the East Campus Stadium. Rochester's picked up a touchdown and an extra point. It's 14-10, a Union on top of Rochester in the fourth quarter. First and 10, RPI at their own 46. Fake the handoff to White. Radio is looking downfield, doesn't find anybody. He gets hit, throws, and incomplete. Did that hit a lineman first?
Flag on the play, pass is incomplete.
There was a receiver in the area, but it hit a lineman first, and that's an illegal touch. At least that's what I think to call it. So it's a
Melted
it's lost him
receiver
down
downfield,
and a
the
5-yard
loss.
penalty, and yes, that was clearly a lineman who grabbed it first.
5 on the play. Second down and 15 for the Engineers from the RPI 41-yard line.
That was Morello. JT Morello is the first person to touch the ball. So RPI loses 5 yards. It'll be second down and 15. Ball's back to their own 41-yard line. Hand off to White. Finds a hole on the right side. Gets the yards back.
Zero, White on the carry to midfield.
That was a bonus 4 yards from the pile movement.
Third down at
RPI
6
on the ground today,
from the
175
50-yard
yards
line.
rushing. Going into this series of downs. So third and 6 RPI at the 50-yard line. Mario is looking left, nothing. Looking downfield, nothing.
Mario on the carry inside the Ithaca 40-yard line.
Do we have a flag? Official came in well away from the play. I don't see a flag on the field, but they did stop the play. Or they did stop the clock.
Come on, ref!
That's sportsmanlike conduct against Ithaca. That will move the ball down to the 24-yard line. First and 10 RPI.
Or if maybe just something was said, I don't know. But the ball will go down to the 24-yard line, and it'll be a first and 10 RPI at the Ithaca 24 instead of the 39. We have 10:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. 17 all is your score. RPI with the first and 10 at the Ithaca 24. Bombers move people up to the line. Handoff goes to White. He tries to run to the outside, and turns the corner and gets about 3 yards. He's down to the 22. No, 2 yards. Bad math. He's down to the 22-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second down and 8.
So we'll see if that 15 yards comes into play here. That's probably the only, I think that's the second penalty against Ithaca today. Second down and 8 RPI. Again to the ground. White this time, no, not going to be anything there.
On the carry.
Nope, Swanger, not pardon me, Garang on the carry for RPI, not White. So Garang
Again on the
is
play.
stopped at the
Third
line of
down and
scrimmage.
8.
Ball's at the 22. RPI coming up with a third down play.
Oh, no way they're going to be next up. That's Gager.
So RPI is closing in on 200 yards rushing today. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Just got a tight end on the right. RPI, DiMatteo drops straight back. Pass that is knocked down, incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 8
Pass
at
is
the 22.
deflected and knocked down at the line of
RPI
scrimmage.
kick here, the kicking team is
Engineers with
coming
a
out.
4th and 8.
So DiMatteo on the hold. Merrick is
Alex Merrick in to attempt the field goal.
setting his position. This will be a 39-yard attempt from the right hash. No wind at the moment. Snap. Ball is down. Kick is up. No good. No good.
Kick was blocked and no good. Ithaca will take over first and
But
10.
it's no good, and we stay tied at 17 with 8:43 to go.
Ithaca, first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ball's at the 22-yard line. It doesn't go to the spot of the kick like the NFL in college. It is the line of scrimmage after a missed field goal. Tied at 17. Ithaca first and 10 at the 22. Pass in the flat.
Pass is complete to Murray.
A whole lot of bad luck.
Loss on the play back to the 18-yard line.
Who was blocking and fell over him and lost yards.
Second down and 14.
That'll be a loss of about 4. It'll be second and 14 as Ithaca's now back to the 18-yard line. Just a reminder, this is WRPI Troy with Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium. Kurt Sutton on the call for you today. Second down and 14. Reed scans the field, looks downfield, he's got a man, into RPI territory, down inside the
pass is complete to number 9, Lang.
Lang, the target for these Ithaca Bombers on offense. When they want to put it up in the air, he's got it down, and they'll put him down at the 22. Right, 22, 23,
Gain
23,
is to the RPI 23-yard line. First and 10, Ithaca.
Nope, now where are they going to put it now? 23. They'll put it at the 23-yard line, so a big gain to Lang. We're halfway through the fourth quarter here in Troy, tied at 17, and Ithaca's got it first and 10 at the 23-yard line. Reed fakes a handoff, keeps it himself. He's to the 20, gets tripped up by the ankle, loses the ball, but he was down.
Number 11,
already.
Reed on the carry.
He was down, so I think they'll have him down to the 19-yard line. So he gets about 4 yards on that play.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6 at the RPI 19-yard line.
Ithaca driving, trying to take the first lead of the game for them. Bombers looking to the sideline. Second down and 6. It's the Bombers getting left and right across your radio dial in quarter number 4. And Ithaca's calling a timeout. That's Ithaca's first timeout of this second half with 6:45 left on the clock. Tied at 17, and Ithaca with the ball after RPI missed on a field goal attempt. There's 3:39 left in Rochester. Rochester's just gotten the ball. They trail by 4 against Union. It's Union 14, Rochester 10. Again, a Rochester win and an RPI loss eliminates RPI from the auto bid. Because if RPI loses, they have to get to 6-1 with the win next week, in which case they'd be tied with Ithaca, in which case they'd lose the tiebreaker. That's why RPI would be eliminated in that scenario. Second down and 6. Reed to throw. Looking into the corner. Does he have a man? He got it. And is that a touchdown? Yes, it is.
Fields' pass is complete.
Again, and Ithaca takes a 23-17.
Touchdown, Ithaca.
First time today. 6:38 to go, fourth quarter. Ithaca has taken the lead.
Mike Reed to Nick Lang. 19-yard touchdown pass.
That's 19 yards on the touchdown pass. Ithaca has scored on their last 3 drives here in Troy.
Andrew Rice to attempt the point after.
Rice trying the point after. Snap, the ball's down, the kick is up. The kick is
good. Flag on the play.
17 Ithaca. First lead of the game for the Bombers. They have scored all the points in this fourth quarter. 2 touchdowns along with the extra points. And now RPI trails for the first time since early in the game against Buffalo State many, many weeks ago. So you just heard the penalty being called. RPI ran into the kicker, but
RPI is declined. Kick is good.
Ithaca will keep the
6:38
point.
remaining in the fourth quarter. The score, Ithaca 24, RPI
And they lead
17.
24-17 over RPI. Ithaca not, 2 weeks ago against Union, they lost, but they had to come back in that game. I don't think they ever led. I think Union led 7-0. It was tied. Union led 14-7. It was tied. And then ultimately with 3 seconds left 2 weeks ago, Union kicked the field goal. But Ithaca had to fight back in that game. And they have fought back in this one to take a 7-point lead. Critical drive now for RPI. Again, if they lose today and Union doesn't lose, RPI is not dead, but they need help. Kick. Taken by RPI at about the 12-yard line. Johnson to the 20, 25, along the sideline. He's out to the 40. He gets a couple of more hits. And
Cassius Johnson on the return.
The kick returning for RPI today has been very, very good.
RPI 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the
Getting
Engineers.
RPI into good field position. Ithaca has now taken over in total offense, 342 in total yards, 284 for RPI. Receiving, RPI's only got 88 yards passing. It's really where it has to come together for RPI today. Handoff goes to White. White goes left, breaks one tackle, and gets hit a couple of times. Ball
White on
loose.
the carry.
The ball's loose, and I think it went out of bounds. Yes. The ball was fumbled, went out of bounds.
It's a
Nobody
gain of
recovered
1 on
it,
the
so
play.
RPI's going to lose yards on this.
2nd down and
The ball's
9.
back to the, it's only a gain of 1 instead of a gain of 4, as the ball went out of bounds at the 46. Yep, I can see him lose it, and then the ball rolls out at the 41. So RPI lost 3 yards thanks to the fumble. 2nd down and 9 for RPI. DiMatteo wants to throw, puts it up there, and he's putting it into double coverage, and it's knocked away.
His pass is incomplete.
That was a dangerous play right there.
The 3rd down and 9.
Paquette was the defender who had a chance, the best chance at catching that ball was by Paquette. Couldn't come down with it, but he at least knocked it away for Ithaca. And now RPI is in the 3rd and 9 with 5:43 to go in today's game, trailing by 7. RPI with 3 wideouts. Tight end on the left. 1 man in the backfield next to DiMatteo. He gets the snap out of the shotgun. Backs up, under pressure, gets away from that. At the 41, throws the ball, and that goes incomplete.
Matteo's pass is incomplete.
About
4th
3 of
down
each
and 9.
team back there looking for that ball, and it didn't find anybody. And on 4th down with 5:34 to go, RPI is sending out the punt team. With 1:52 left to go in Rochester, Union just got the ball. Rochester was intercepted. So it's looking like Union up 14-10 on Rochester. It's looking like a Union win there. At the moment. 4th down, RPI with the punt team out there. We've got flags on the play. And I think this is going against RPI, yes. Now they're going to talk about it. It's 4th and 9, so it's a false start against RPI. That'll back them up 5. If it was against Ithaca, it still would not give RPI a first down.
Start penalty
but it's against RPI, so that's 5 yards back.
To the 40-yard line.
Back to the 41
4th
for
and
this
15.
kick. There'll be 5 and change left on the clock, and Ithaca has some drives where they burned off some time. Burke kicks it. Loyo lets it bounce. It goes out of bounds. They'll put it out at the 14.
47-yard punt, no return. Ithaca takes over 1st and 10
but importantly,
at their own 14-yard line.
We have 5:26 to go here in Troy. Ithaca 24, RPI 17. Ithaca trying to stave off elimination on their NCAA hopes. If they can win today, they ironically have to root for RPI next week. First down. Ithaca's going to go to the ground, and Scully is lucky
Scully
to get
on the
back to the line
carry.
of scrimmage.
Stop.
RPI defense
For no
swarming all
gain.
over that.
Second
RPI
down
looking to
and
get
10.
a quick 3 and out. Ithaca's going against the wind here, if you're thinking about a punt. Second down and 10 for Ithaca at their 14. Scully in the backfield next to Reed. Scully's going to take the ball. Can he find a hole? He does, and he's going to get some yards this time. He'll get out to the 23.
20 Scully on the carry.
24-ish? Close to a 5-yard pickup there by Scully. And turning on the RPI D. 4:20 to go in today's game. Ball just beyond the 23-yard line. It'll be third down and about 6 for Ithaca. Bombers running the clock down as low as they can. If they don't hit the first down, they're going to reduce the amount of time RPI has to work with. Reed takes the snap, throws, he's got a man, that's complete, that's a first down. That'll be out to the 31-yard line to Murray, and Ithaca's going to move the chains.
To Murray,
Clock
first
continues
and
to run,
10,
3:50
Ithaca
to go in the fourth quarter.
at their own
RPI
31-yard
by
line.
7 to the Bombers. Ithaca can start burning some more clock here. RPI 3 timeouts still on the board. Bombers looking to the sidelines. Play clock is coming down to about 10 seconds now. 3:20 to go in the game. This is a first and 10 play. Reed on the kick. That was Lafferty, Miles Lafferty, just shot right through.
Second down.
And it's a tackle for a loss of 4 yards on Reed. He never had a chance
And
to go
14
anywhere.
for Ithaca.
Ithaca, though, still burning clock. Down to 2:45 to go in the game. 15 seconds on the play clock. Bombers will set a man in motion on a 2nd and 14. Reed takes the snap. This is off short to Scully. Scully gets the yards back, gets some more yards back. Scully
Pass
is
is
beyond the
complete to
35,
Scully
down to
across the
37,
35-yard
and
line.
RPI is going to take a timeout with 2:26 to go.
Timeout RPI.
That is RPI's first timeout of the second half. There's 2:26 to go in today's game. Ithaca with the lead, 24-17 over RPI. Ithaca, this game was either tied or Ithaca was trailing up until not very long ago. Exactly 3 minutes in real game time. Nope, actually less than that, pardon me. Less than that. No, more than that. 6:38, 2:26, 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Yes, of game time. That's how long Ithaca's been in the lead. They were trailing or tied prior to that. Whoever loses this game, there were mistakes made. It's going to be one of those close games. You're going to look back and look at a handful of mistakes that were made, and that's what cost you the game. No surprise that this one's a tight one here in Troy.
Loss is back to the 30-yard line.
What are we doing?
Yeah, that was Santorelli who got back there and tackled Murray behind the line of scrimmage. And so it'll be 4th and 11 for Ithaca, and we are at the 2-minute timeout here in Troy.
Ithaca 4th and 11 at their own 30-yard line.
So both teams will talk it over. It's 4th and long. No doubt Ithaca is going to punt it. RPI will have 2 timeouts. This is the 2-minute timeout. RPI will have 2 timeouts after that to work it downfield. Wind is iffy at times. If you were Ithaca right now, you'd want to punt it at this moment. The wind on the field is lowest it's going to probably be. And it's a final out in Rochester. Union has defeated Rochester 14-10. So what does that mean? That means RPI can't be eliminated today. We always knew the championship would be decided next week, but RPI, if they lose, they're still in the mix for the championship next week, but they would need help if they lose today. Ithaca also would need help if they win today. So if it stays the way it is right now, both teams need help next week. Ithaca.
Touchdown, RPI! What is blocked and returned by number 1, Railing White.
So it looks to me for RPI, Luke Lavello may have been the one who blocked that. I think Lavello got the block. I think
American to attempt the point after.
for the TD. So RPI needs an extra point to tie this game. Snap, and DiMatteo is going for 2 and is incomplete. No, incomplete. It was a
Point
fake
conversion is no good.
for the kick. RPI was going for 2, and they tried to find Hunter in the end zone, and it's incomplete. So RPI gets the block punt, they're both in 1, but the 2-point conversion
153
RPI
remaining.
still trails with 153
With
to
the
go.
score, Ithaca 24 and RPI
That was
23.
designed all the way. Because you could, if you watch the play, you could see DiMatteo gets the snap, immediately stands up, and the kicker immediately backs away from the play. Merrick backed away to get out of the way. So that was designed all the way. And they almost found Hunter in the corner. Almost found Hunter in the corner. So a block punt, touchdown, but RPI is not in the lead. They trail by 1 with 1:53 to go in the game. Now RPI got to try the onside kick. RPI is going to put 6 on the right side. Gray's going to kick this, probably to the right, and see if RPI can recover. There's 1:53 left, RPI down by 1, and Ithaca's calling a timeout.
Timeout, Ithaca.
That is their second timeout of the second half. So let's set you up once again. RPI blocked an Ithaca punt on the previous drive, but went for 2 on the conversion and failed. That puts RPI down by 1 right now. With 1:53 to go, RPI to kick off, and it looks like they are going to try the onside kick. They only have 2 timeouts left. If they had 3, maybe you kick it, and if you can stop the first down, get the ball back. But if there's only 2, there's going to be a lot more time off the clock. Bottom line, when you're down, when you're trailing, and you have to kick off with 1:53 to go, your options are not great. You're kind of picking what you think might work. So again, in Rochester, Union defeated Rochester 14-10. That means RPI is alive next week, regardless of the outcome of this game. St. Lawrence defeated Buffalo State 24-19. And Hobart is in the process of running it away against Hilbert. 63-6, they've got a lead on Hilbert right now, so that one's effectively over. And has been for some time. So RPI, they are going to kick it short. It's taken by one of the Ithaca up men, and he's just going to slide to the ground at the 26-yard line. So for Ithaca, that was Murray.
Murray on the return.
They had moved everybody up. Murray was the only guy back.
The 26-yard line.
I think RPI was hoping if they kick it short, maybe they can get some sort of situation where they race and get to the ball first. That didn't happen. Murray got there, and then when he saw, hey, this looks a little rough, he went to the ground to make sure he didn't lose the ball. So we have 1:50 left to go here in Troy. RPI trailing by 1. Ball at the 26-yard line. Ithaca first and 10. RPI 2 timeouts left. Reed has 3 in the backfield. Handoff, nope, doesn't hand off to Young. Keeps it himself. He's going to run right.
Number 11, Reed on the carry
29, and there'll be a timeout.
To the 34-yard line.
So going for 2 and not the tie.
Second down and
shouldn't be
7.
strange if you followed RPI football, because back in 2021,
timeout RPI.
RPI went to 2 against Union late in that game and didn't get it, and ended up kicking a field goal on the last play of the game to advance to the NCAA tournament. So the fact that Coach Izernia did that is not strange or odd. He's done it before, where late in the fourth quarter, he'll opt for 2 to get the lead.
What's he say?
Because it's kind of a 50-50 shot there. If you go for if you kick the field goal and you get the tie, the other team's going to get the ball with a chance to go ahead. So you may be ending up running out of time and the other team scores, or you go to overtime and it's 50-50. So why not do the 50-50 early rather than late? I'm sure that's a subject people will debate. But at a certain point, you would be able to make a call there. So it's not strange. RPI and Coach O'Brien has done this before.
Down at 7. Reed on the carry.
This is going to set up about a 3rd and 2 for Ithaca.
34-yard line. 3rd down and 2.
It's all going to come down to
timeout RPI. The final
if
timeout.
Ithaca gets the first down, RPI can't stop the clock again, and it's over. If they don't get a first down, Ithaca can still run the clock down to under a minute to go and decide what they're going to do. So everything's going to hinge on this play. 24-23, Ithaca leads here in Troy. The first close game that RPI has played since the Brockport overtime game. And in fact, I would say this is the second close game that RPI has played this year, because every other game was pretty much decided either by halftime or third quarter. Who was scored, who was going to win. So, first game against Brockport, and now first game here against Ithaca.
Fourth and 2.
4th and 1.5. The clock will run now. Ithaca does have a timeout left, so they can run this all the way down. Which would be with about 50 seconds left to go, and then do whatever they want to do. They may be wary. This will run down, and there'll be a timeout. So we're going to have 151.4 seconds left on the clock. Ithaca uses their last timeout of the second half.
Their final timeout of the half.
So both teams are out of timeouts. Ithaca leading 24-23, looking at a 4th and 1 and change. Your options are go for it and give RPI the ball at the 35 if you don't make it, or punt it. They had a really nice formation earlier in the game where they didn't go back to 15 yards. They only went 8 and very quickly kicked it. RPI's out of timeout. So it's going to be difficult for them to move it down a large number of yards. And the RPI passing game just hasn't been what it's been in the past. Take an Ithaca bounce, and it will roll, and it'll be down at the 28. 40.6 seconds left. RPI's got 40.6 seconds to get in field goal range. It's not a touchdown. Merrick's longest this year is 41.
They did that twice in one game.
That's about the 25-yard line.
Penalty against Ithaca is declined. RPI will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard
play,
line.
you lose time. RPI can't afford to lose time. So there's 40.6 seconds on the clock. RPI kind of needs to get near the 25-yard line and inside of the field now at the 48. So it's 47 yards. 40.6 seconds without any timeout. And the passing game has not been what's gotten RPI yards. 193 yards rushing, but only 92 passes back. First and 10 at the 28 for RPI. 3 wideouts in the tight end. Mario's looking downfield, doesn't see anything. Got to do something with it. Pass over the middle. That's incomplete.
This is incomplete.
RPI incomplete because it only got them 4 or 5 yards.
Second down and
but the
10.
clock would have continued running had it been a completed pass. So they're actually lucky that was incomplete. I don't know if the receiver didn't catch it or if he realized at the time this isn't enough yards. I need to get rid of this ball and just get it on the ground. So 32.2 seconds left. RPI trailing by 1. Fourth quarter. Second down and 10 from the 28 for RPI. Mario pulls it back down. Still looking downfield. Flag comes out against RPI. Pass is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Flag on the play.
Got to be a hold call against RPI. This is right in the backfield. Mario was trying to find some room, and there were bombers coming after him. And I think this is backing RPI up 10. They have to ask if you want to take this, and I think yes. All it does is it would be 3rd and 10. You might not want to. You might want to make it so RPI only has 2 downs left. Oh. This is not a hold.
Unnecessary roughness penalty against RPI.
So this is going to back them up half the distance. They're going to be back to the 14-yard line. This just got, this cliff they have to climb just got a whole lot higher. As the ball will be back to the 14. If
second down and 25.
They scrimmage it at the 28. It should be the 14-yard line. So back to the 14. It's 21.9 seconds left. It'll be a second down and 25. A lot of yards and not a lot of time right now for RPI. Down by 1 here in the 4th quarter. Guadio takes the snap. Time is running out. He's got to do something with it. Throws incomplete.
pass incomplete.
On the near side.
Intended
And there's
for
15.5 seconds left. It'll be third down and 25 for
24.
RPI. RPI looks like 13 of 28 or 29. The live stats are a little bit behind right now. They're under 50% completing passes today. Third down and 25. DiMatteo rolls to his right, throws downfield, incomplete.
DiMatteo's pass is incomplete.
And it'll be 4th and 25 with 10.6 seconds left.
4th and 24.
As this is looking more and more like this will be an Ithaca win over RPI. The decision to go for 2 points when RPI could have kicked tie will certainly be a question people will be asking. And we don't know how it would have played out that way, but we do know how it's going to play out this way once RPI does something here. 4th down play, DiMatteo killing for some time, throws it downfield, and that's intercepted, and that's the ball game.
DiMatteo's pass is intercepted at the 33-yard line.
Doyle takes it for Ithaca.
Time runs out.
34.
Final score, Ithaca 24, RPI 23.
23. Ithaca with the win over RPI in the Liberty League. Ithaca finishes their league season 6-1, still alive for the playoffs. They need help. RPI falls to 5-1, still alive for the playoffs. They need help. As it's all over in Troy, Ithaca with a tight 1-point victory. And is all going to go back to that 2-point conversion attempt. There's no guarantee. You kick it, you tie it, there's no guarantee you win the game after that. There's none. Because Ithaca's probably going to end up the ball after that, and then if nobody scores, you go to overtime. That's a 50-50 shot. There's no guarantee if you don't go for one there, if you go for 2 instead of 1, that you win the game. And Coach Izernia rolled the dice at that point. He rolled the dice to get a lead, and he didn't get it. And again, that happened in Union in 2021. They rolled the dice, they got the ball back, and they scored that field goal. In this case, they rolled the dice, it didn't work. And RPI ends up on the losing side of this one. So Ithaca, they have potentially, if RPI beats Union next week, they tie for the Liberty League title and could go to the NCAA tournament depending on how the games go. I'll run that down for you again. But right now, a much sadder looking RPI side than an Ithaca side, as Ithaca is going to be taking an enjoyable bus ride home. And RPI, no bus ride, but not an enjoyable day for the RPI engineers. Time to run down the scoring for you in today's game, as it was exciting from beginning to end here. And RPI opened up the scoring first. RPI led or tied for most of this game until the very end. White with an 80-yard run, second play from scrimmage with 13:52 to go in the first quarter. Merrick's kick made a 7-0 RPI. Lang with a 7-yard run with 10:57 to go in the second quarter. It was 7-0 RPI after the first quarter. Second quarter, Ithaca ties it up. Lang with a 7-yard run. Rice with the kick made it tied with 10:57 to go in the second quarter, but with 6:33 to go in the first half. Merrick with a 41-yard field goal, tied for his longest of the year. Made it 10-7 RPI. That was the score at the half. In the third quarter, Ithaca tied it up. Rice with a 32-yard field goal with 6:34 to go in the third quarter. Tied it at 10. Then RPI retook the lead with 46 seconds left to go in the third quarter. White with a 1-yard run. That was a direct snap to White. Merrick's kick made a 17-10 RPI. That was the score after 3 quarters. Then in the fourth quarter, Scully to Lang. That was Reed feeding it back to Scully, who then threw it to Lang, 46 yards with 13:22 to go in the game. Rice's kick tied it at 17. Ithaca took the lead for the first time, and the last time, that was the last lead change. Reed to Lang for 19 yards with 6:38 to go. Rice with the kick made it 24-17 Ithaca. And then RPI blocked Ithaca's punt with 1:53 to go in the game. Encarnacion ran it in for a touchdown, but the pass failed. They lined up for a kick. It was a designed pass, but they lined up for the kick, then threw. That failed. And as a result, Ithaca stayed ahead 24-23. And then RPI did get the ball back, but they were not able to move it downfield and intercepted on the last play. Looks bad in the stat sheet, but it was a Hail Mary pass trying to get it downfield as time was expiring. intercepted, and it's a final here in Troy. Ithaca 24, RPI 23. With the win, Ithaca improves to 7-2 overall. They are 6-1 in the conference. With the loss, RPI falls to 7-2 overall. They are 5-1 in the conference. Ithaca is playing Cortland at noon. No, they're home against Cortland noon next Saturday for their last regular season game of the year. RPI is on the road next Saturday. It's a 1 p.m. start at Union. So we will in all likelihood know the outcome of the Corsica Jug game before the RPI Union game finishes. And so let's run this down again. Now we know that Union has defeated Rochester by a score of 14-10, and RPI has fallen here to Ithaca 24-23. What does that mean for the playoffs? Okay, so next week, if Union wins, they go to the NCAA tournament, and RPI and Ithaca out. So that's what happens there. If Union knew that going into today's game. The Rochester game didn't matter to Union. They had to beat RPI no matter what. So Union has to beat RPI. What happens if they don't? What if RPI wins? Then it goes to a tiebreaker. If RPI wins, RPI would be 6-1, Union would be 6-1, Ithaca would be 6-1. Three-way tie. Three-way tie would be broken by record against teams 500 or better. And that's where the Cortland game comes in, because if Ithaca beats Cortland, they will at least tie, depending on how Alfred does, and we're not going to go there. They would at least tie RPI at that point and knock out Union, and then Ithaca would win the tiebreaker after that head-to-head. If Ithaca loses to Cortland, RPI would have a better record against teams 500 or better, and RPI would get the auto bid. So RPI needs to win next Saturday and have Cortland beat Ithaca. Ithaca needs RPI to win, and also they need to beat Cortland, and Union just has to win. That's the deal for next week. So that's the way it sorts out for the three teams. Union's got a clearer path. If they win, they move on to the NCAA tournament. They have a clearer path. RPI and Ithaca need help in order to get ahead. Ithaca specifically needs RPI to win, and RPI would need Cortland to win. That's the way it goes. So we're going to be looking at the scoreboard next week and seeing how things sort out both at the game we're at, which will be the Dustin Shoes game, and also what's going on in Ithaca as Ithaca plays Cortland. That's your rundown of what's going on out there. Engineers of the game for today's action, as they have finished. All the live stats are updated. Everything is finished. And if you're RPI, your best performers of the game today, White, 165 rushing yards, 8.7 average. RPI got their yards on the ground today, not through the air. It was on the ground. That's how they got the yards. So White's going to be your offensive engineer of the game. Over on defense, Lafferty is going to be the defensive engineer of the game. 10 solo tackles, 12 overall, and 2 solo tackles for a loss for a -9 yards. So Lafferty is your defensive engineer of the game. White is your offensive engineer of the game. That's all here from the East Campus Stadium. It was a tight one all the way through. Nobody ever led by more than one score. And RPI led or tied for most of this game until the tail end when Ithaca took the lead. The question is, do you go for 2 or 1 when RPI pulled to within 1 point? Coach Izernia opted to go for 2. People are probably going to say he should have gone for 1. That's a debate that people can have, and that's why we have sports, so you can talk about these things. But you can't argue about what the final score on the scoreboard was, because Ithaca comes away with a victory today. So before we sign off, hockey's coming up soon, 4 o'clock. RPI is playing Clarkson at the Fieldhouse. We would like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of engineer football, hockey, and baseball. Also, WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org. And you can pick up our broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As long as we're sending something out over the air, we'll provide it for you on that feed. Once again, that is WRPI.org. Hobart defeated Hilbert 63-6. That was the last final we were waiting for in the Liberty League. So it's Union over Rochester 14-10. You had St. Lawrence over Buffalo State 24-19, and then here Ithaca defeating RPI 24-3. And if you're interested in Northeast 10, AIC leading Pace 14-3. That is now in the third quarter. Pace still looking for their first victory of the game. My name is Kurt Studd. I would like to thank Haley back at the station for making sure we got out on the airwaves, and I would thank the listeners for listening to today's game. The final score here from the East Campus Stadium in Liberty League football, it was Ithaca 24 and RPI 23, and you've been listening to live coverage of Engineer football on 91.5 FM, WRPI Troy.